What up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Y'all know I'm finna talk about that video I just shot. How y'all doing out there today? Y'all know I'm finna talk about that video that I just posted yesterday. And I want to hear what y'all got to say. Just about to shoot me some comments. Make sure, okay, everybody can comment. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I was just finna ask. Charles Brown, aka 911, what's going on, brother? Miss Christie, how you doing? Marcus Wells, what's going on? Camo Joe, what up, brother? Y'all know I gotta talk. Y'all know I got to talk about my fishing experience Saturday. What happened last Saturday? Bubba, what's going on? I'm telling y'all, out of all the years I've been crappie fishing, all the years, I've never in my life ran into that many crappie in that shallow of water. I'm still in disbelief right now. Like, I've been thinking about that ever since. Like, man, I'm going back out there Saturday. And I guarantee you, when I get out there Saturday, they're not going to be there. I'm going to have to go look for them again. Cornell Harper, what it do? Ralph, what up, bro? D, what up, Donnell? Richard Randall, how you doing, brother? Yeah, man. So, y'all know I had to talk about what happened Saturday. So I'm gonna give y'all the full details of what happened. So I got to my lake. I actually got to my favorite lake kind of late. I got there by 7:15. Carlos Anderson, what's going on, my guy? My guy, what's up, brother? So I got to my lake kind of late. I got there by 7:15. Pulled up, hooking up, taking the stuff off and all of that, putting the fish finders, all that on. I said, well, man, the water done went down some. That's kind of good. I can see some of the areas I fished, the stumps I fished. Pull up to the stumps, sat there about 30 minutes. I caught 2 fish. One was a throwback, one was a keeper, like right at 10 and a half inches. I'm like, man, I thought this was going to be a great day. So, Latila, how you doing? So, I went to where I put my Christmas trees at later. They're going to be small. So, when I pulled up to the Christmas trees, I seen a lot of stuff up about 4 or 5 feet. And my Christmas trees in about 12 feet of water. I pulled up to my Christmas trees, and I'm like, it's a lot of shit. Shallow, 4 or 5 feet. But I not listening and not wanting to be stubborn. I was stubborn. So I went on ahead and went down to the bottom, fished 10, 11, 12, 13 feet. And I caught probably about 5. But I'm looking at make sure y'all hit that like button. I'm looking at my 2D imaging on my front fish finder like, man, there's a lot of some shallow. And but I didn't fish shallow. I stayed at about 10, 11. I catch a fish every about 20 minutes. I catch a fish. Then it just got slow. William C., what's going on? He said, life is dark tonight on Palestine, pouring down rain and lightning due to the storm Laura. Man, I'm in Katy, right outside of Houston. We ain't got no rain. No nothing. Beautiful. It's beautiful outside right now. That's crazy. Like, we got nothing. I think we're going to miss it, though. LBG, he said, just give me the coordinates. What's good, LBG? Hey, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all go check out LBG Crappie Excursion page, man. That's one of my boys. He put me on game a long time ago back on Lake Houston. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to his page. So I put up to my Christmas trees. I'm looking at my down imaging and my 2D, and I'm like, man, this some stuff shallow, but I still fish deep, wanting to be hard-headed. So the fish slowed down there. I said, well, I'm gonna go to one of my favorite wintertime spots. Went to one of my favorite wintertime spots, and it's only 2 stumps over there in that area. I said, well, let me go and fish those stumps. I know I'm good to catch me about 4 or 5 nice crappie on those 2 stumps, because it's 2 stumps about 4 feet from each other, and it's a brush pile in the middle that connect them. So I'm fishing down there. Right when I pulled up, bloop, popped them up on the jig. Like, oh, okay, that's a nice 12-inch crappie. Dropped the other jig, bloop. My 2 colors I was using was gray, and I'm gonna show you this other color I was using. I was using the all gray, of course. This the other color I was using. Can y'all see that color? It's like shark with this blue-black body with flash and this pink tail. I was using that color, and that's like my favorite lake color. Like I was worrying about last year on it or earlier this year. So I put up, I'm like, ooh, I probably caught 6 in probably about 5 minutes. I'm like, oh, I done hit the honey hole. Then they all of a sudden they shut down. And they were like in 8 feet of water. So you know me, I had that minnow bucket. I put a minnow on there. I put that minnow. I'm looking at my 2D like, this something shallow. Let me just fish shallow, 4 or 5 feet. I throw out there at 5 feet. By the time I grabbed my jigging pole, the bobber was gone. I'm like, where my bob at? Big slab. So I'm like, okay. Well, maybe that just was a fluke. I throw out there again, grab a jig pole, caught one on my jig pole. So while I'm pulling up on my jig pole to get the fish in, I'm looking up and my bob is just doing like this, sinking down. I'm like, oh man. So definitely I figured out like, okay, they shallow. So I sat there for about 3 hours. I probably caught these 2 little stumps. I probably caught in 3 hours. I probably caught about, some was big. Wow. So it was a couple that was probably about 15 feet from me, behind me. They in their boat, they just basically just said, forget fishing. They just watching me. And so I knew what they was doing. They was waiting for me to leave so they can come up on this stump. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna clean this stump out. So I called my boy Ralph. He was like, man, I'm off work. I'm like, Ralph, bro, drop whatever you're doing. If you're off work, come out here. It's on. This is something crazy I ain't never seen before, but you need to come out here. So an hour go by, he pull up out there. I was like, bring some more minnows. So I had 4 dozen minnows. 6 dozen minnows. So we had 10 dozen minnows. When we left, we didn't have no minnows. So I said, well, you go fish these stumps. I'm going to go over here to this point over here where it's even more shallow, and I want to see what's going on. I pull up into 5 to 6 feet of water, 7 at the max. It was like 6.7 feet of water. I'm like, what is this at 3 and 4 feet? This same stuff I've been seeing. Right, by the time I dropped the jig in, I caught like a 14-inch black crappie. Right when I dropped the jig, in about 4 feet, 4 feet down in about 6.7 feet of water. I'm like, what is going on? I had to take pictures. That's why I made it my thumbnail. I had to take pictures because I've never seen my 2D imaging that full. It looked like brush piles, but that's how many crappie was piled up in 6 feet of water, 4 feet down. And then from 4 feet down on up to 2 feet, it was just loaded with crappie. I've never in my life seen that, man. Like, that was a once in a lifetime thing. I probably don't never see nothing like that again, but I will be back out there Saturday. Hopefully, if I can hit a double header, I'll be happy. I'll definitely be happy. Oh yeah, LBG, they were waiting for me to leave. Because every time I kind of like, I ain't wanted to turn around, I kind of like cut my eye back at them. They just sitting in their boat looking at me like, shh. I think they started counting my fish. I guess they thought I was going to catch over my limit, but nah, I know better than that. I'm going to measure all my fish that I think need to be measured, and I'm definitely going to count my fish and know I got 25, and that's it. So they sitting there, I knew they were waiting for me to leave, and I'm just sitting there like. So when my homeboy Ralph pulled up, they just went on the left end like, oh, no, he ain't finna leave. His homeboy done pulled up. So they went on the road on off then. They Kenny putting the chokehold on him. Man, I'm telling you, man, it was crazy. It was crazy. Because I haven't been in my favorite lake in a while, and when I went last time, I didn't fish shallow. I was fishing some of my normal spots. I put some new brush piles out there, and it was just small crappie. It was all throwback. About 10 keepers and about 40 throwbacks. But I literally, like, I had to throw back. When I got my 25 and Ralph got his 25, like, we had to throw back some crappie. Like, it was crazy. Like, it was crazy. I just didn't want to stop catching them. But that was the first time I ever used minnows on that lake. I've never used minnows on it. That was my first time using minnows on that lake. And like I said, they were hitting the jig too. Y'all seen the video, they were hitting the jigs too. But they were hitting minnows, they were hitting the jig. I don't know what was going on, but those crappie was feeding last Saturday. They were feeding like crazy. Oh, LBG, I know they're going to be out there Saturday. I'm going to have to beat them out there. Claude said, skin to kin, you're not making trouble tonight. No, Claude. Look, I ain't even going to do it tonight, man. I ain't going to do it tonight. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to leave it alone, Claude. I ain't going to go there tonight with y'all, man. Y'all had me dying laughing the other night. I ain't going to go there with y'all tonight. Oh, yeah, LG, they'll definitely be out there Saturday. I'm going to have to beat them out there because I know they said them like, oh, that's the spot right there. Richard Belton said, I know you were working with that thumb sit. Yeah, man, I'm telling you. So I had my Kevin Rogers, I had those on my Jigs. I had my Jigs on my 2 Kevin Rogers, and I had the minnow on that Thump City. And like I said, I really didn't have a lot of time to use that Kevin Rogers because every time I turned around, that bobber was gone, that minnow, that Thump City was snatching them up. Look, it got to the point to where I wasn't even casting with the Thump City. I was using like a cane pole. I just pull out because they went deep. So I just pull out enough line, set the bob up at 5 feet, and just sit there and just toss it out there like an old cane pole. And just pull it up. Then he had to reel it in, just putting it in, put another minnow on, slang it back. I'm telling you, I can do everything with that Thump City. Cast, use it for a cane pole, vertical jig, whatever. Camo Joe said the thermocline, the oxygen level forced them shallow. That's the only thing it could be. And the thing about it, like I had some people like, man, maybe they was following the bait fish. Maybe they was. But I've been several times been over crappie where they following bait fish, they're gonna move. I ran on top of this pile with my trolling motor. Them fish did not move. I ran back and forth on top of this pile because I don't have spot lock. I got a little cheap $400 Minn Kota Edge trolling motor. Cheapest trolling motor you can find. I'm running back and forth on these piles. Back and forth on top of the crappie. And they did not move. So I think thermocline definitely has something to do with that. That's the only thing I can say. Because I've never seen them. It's 98 degrees outside. Water temperature, I think, was like 86 or something like that. But they sitting in 6 feet of water, 4 feet down. Like, that was crazy. Said, Foster, what's going on, brother? He said, San Antonio is in the building. What it do? Yeah, but you said them fish knew the storm was coming. That's what I think, too, man. I think the barometric pressure or something had something to do with those fish being that shallow. But I'm so glad that that lake is going to miss this Hurricane Laura, because I don't want no more water to be in that lake. Been high all year. They said they weren't going to open up the reservoirs because it gets so shallow in the summertime. So they didn't open up the spillway gate. They didn't open up the spillway gate, so the water's been shallow. I'm glad it's shallow, so I didn't have to worry about it. So the water's steady going down, and I need to go down about another 7 or 8 inches. It's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be perfect. I can really see the stumps then and fish those stumps. Well, the stumps that I fish, I need to go down probably about another 7, 8 inches. Thump City. He said someone called my name. What up, bro? What up, Thump City? Now I was telling them how I was using that Thump City like a cane pole Saturday. For real. Look, I just dropped it. Look, I pulled out about 15 feet of line, about 12 feet of line, put my bob up about 5 feet, and I was just slinging that thing out there like a cane pole. Put a little crappie in on that minnow, put another one on there. I ain't had to reel it, I ain't had to cast it, I ain't do nothing. I was like using it like a cane pole. I said that thing versatile. You can do whatever you want to with it. Mike Bryant, what's going on, brother? Terry Johnson, what up, fam? Man, oh yeah, Claude, that would have been perfect bank fisherman paradise right there. And see, on that side, you have to have a long walk. You have to walk a long way because the parking lot is on the opposite side of the lake. So you'll have to park on side of the road and walk around the lake. But it'll definitely be worth it. Now, on the walk back, because if you was bank fishing, you definitely would have had to 25. There would have been a long walk back with 25 crappie, though. There would have been a long walk back with 25 crappie, but it would have been well worth it. I promise you. That was unbelievable. But I'm definitely going back out there Saturday. But I can guarantee you, one thing I can say, I can guarantee you those crappie are going to be somewhere completely different. Terry Boston said Oklahoma's in the building. What it do, bro? What it do? But I can put money on it. Those crappie are not going to be in that 5-6 feet of water when I go there Saturday. But I'm oh, look, that's the first place I'm going, though. They're going to have to show me. Thumb says I have a buddy in Thorns from 700 miles away. I'm just a messenger. I believe it. I believe it. Because one thing I've always seen, and Lamar, I wish Lamar was online, he will attest to it. When Hurricane Harvey came, Hurricane Harvey threw Lake Houston off bad. Like, Lake Houston would look like a completely different lake after Hurricane Harvey. We went like 2 days after Hurricane Harvey. That was the only time we sat on top of crappie, catching crappie all day, and we watched crappie jump out the water like they was bass all day long. I've never seen that before. Like, the crappie literally jumping out the water, going down, jumping out the water. I'm like, them bass? So we stopped and looked, because we was catching crappie back to back to back. That was the only time I've ever seen crappie literally jump out the water, just jumping out the water going crazy. I'm like, what is going on? That's the only time I've ever seen it. So I really believe, I do agree. I think that fish know when like a storm is coming. So I'm just glad the storm ain't gonna affect my favorite lake. I don't need no more water being there. I need that water to sit right there, or get a little bit more, or lose a little bit more water, like 6 to 8 inches of water. It's gonna be perfect then. Like I said, I'm still in shock. I was in shock. I was not planning on that. Like I said, I was planning on catching me probably about a good 15 and been done. But once I got to that spot right there, it didn't take me long to get 25. I'm gonna tell y'all that now. Y'all might not believe me. It took me about an hour and a half at the max to catch 25 crappie. Like I said, I caught over 100 crappie. So you gotta look at this. I'll put it like this. Me and Ralph used 10 dozen minnows. For all the mathematicians that's out there, and I still caught probably about 15 or 20 on jigs. So, I mean, that says a lot. That says a lot right there. Like, it was crazy. Summertime, Charlotte, and I know it's so many people that love, man, you gotta go 15, 20, 30 feet to catch them crappie in the summertime. That's not true. But like I always say, don't have that game plan. Don't have a game. Like right now, I got a game plan for Saturday. That's the first spot I'm going to where I caught all those crappie in the shallow. But I know for a fact, 9 times out of 10, they ain't gonna be there. You know, so I know I'm still gonna have to do some moving around on that lake to find those crappie. Because I doubt if they're gonna sit there for a full week. Well, I don't know how long they've been sitting there. They might still be there. But I'm gonna go and see. But my game plan is to go there and see. But then I got other areas I need to go and check out if they're not there. I'm not finna just say I'm gonna sit here and make them bite. Because you ain't finna make them crappie bite. Y'all know they finicky. Them crappie finicky. For real. I got this new color I'm tying up, man. It's like the UFC Trojan. It's red and gold. Look, y'all, I'm gonna show y'all my new color. I wasn't gonna show it to y'all. I'm gonna show y'all my new color. This is gonna sneak peek at my 2021 selections. Check this out, y'all. I'm just gonna show y'all 2 colors. I'm excited about this color right here, because I almost bid it myself. What y'all think about that color right there? Ooh. Well, be honest with me, y'all. Be honest with me. What y'all think about that thing there? Cold. What y'all think about that? This is my other color. These are 2021 colors. They ain't came out yet. Look at that. What y'all think about that color? Ooh. Shh. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. Them colors have not been tested yet. So I'm in the science lab right now, trying to put together some new colors to get ready for Saturday. But when I seen them that black and pink and yellow color, I said, man, this thing look dangerous. I think that's gonna be the first color I drop. First color I drop, I think it's gonna be that black and pink and yellow color, because it looks deadly. It really do. So hopefully everything goes to plan. I gotta go out to I gotta help out one of my coworkers Friday. I gotta go out to Corpus Christi Friday. So hopefully we can get that job done so I can get back in time to get my boat prep for going to the lake Saturday. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna go down to Corpus Christi Thursday, tomorrow afternoon. I'm gonna go down to Corpus Christi so we can just hop on that job early Friday morning and go and knock it out and come on back to Houston. Did you get your trees put in? Oh yeah, William C. Me and Lamar, we put 5 new brush piles out on Somerville. So we ain't even touching them right now. We just gonna let them soak, let the fish go on and do what they need to do. The area that them people pull the brush piles out, they pulled 2 big brush piles out that area that I love to fish. We put 5 right there. So now we got 5 brush piles over there. We spread them out, though. We don't put them close together. but we spread out 5 brush piles in that area on Somerville. So yeah, we definitely put the brush piles back out on Somerville too. Chat Jock said, finally got some Thump City 10-foot mid seat. We go in less than 2 hours. I looked and I said, I better go ahead and get them while I can. Sure enough, checked back 2 hours later and they were gone. Thump City said, I took my 14 and fished it the same way you spoke of and killed them. Yeah, man. You know, we Mississippi, man. We bring it back old school. Use them things like an old cane pole. I'm telling you. JT, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Oh, Thump City says it's the truth. That man said he had them 10-foot mid seats and they gone already. I'm telling y'all better, y'all look, when y'all see them Thump City rides out there, you better get them. They going fast. I'm telling you. He said that color's off the chart. Yeah, man, some new colors. I ordered me some new Chanel and it came in the other day, and I was like, let me think of some colors. And I was painting jig heads yesterday afternoon, and I was like, well, I got some black jig head. Let me put a pink eye on it. And I just did that just to put a pink eye on it. But then I looked and seen the Chanel. I'm like, that'll be perfect for the Chanel. I'll sit here and just make up colors all day, y'all. I ain't lying. That glue strong. Claude Jones said Donald Trump Jr. LOL. Man, you crazy. He said sick jigs. Appreciate it, William C. Terry Boston said dope color. Richard Randall said they miss you. Yeah, they miss me. They showed me too. Them Crappie like, man, we miss you. Where you been? You know this your favorite. Like, where you been? We got a surprise for you. And they definitely hooked me up too. Sharon L said that's a fire. That's fire. The Crappie gonna love it. I sure hope that. I hope so. I hope them Crappie love it because I'm gonna throw it all in their face Saturday. I'm gonna try to make them bite it Saturday. I think I got both of those. Yeah, man. Yeah. So that one color is the this color right here. It's the habanero color. Nimrod's Tackle. If y'all looking for Chanel, Nimrod's Tackle is the place to get it. And the other color is the I probably can't even find it now. Here it is. The other color is that Atomic Chicken. It's that pink, yellow, and black Atomic Chicken. It's cold. I think Robert Smiley said, nice colors. I sure appreciate it, Robert. Ted Johnson said, them things gonna bring the mother load. I hope so. Terry Boston said, that's the 2021 Corvette. Yeah, man, it ain't came out yet, man. It ain't came out yet. I got to put it to test first. Carlos Anderson said, call the first one pink later. Oh, yeah. Terry Johnson said, down south rules. Big C, he said, you good on the... Yeah, brother, I'm going to tell you, man, what's so crazy, man. We definitely blessed out here in Houston. Well, I'm out here in Katy, a little bit west of Houston. That storm going to slide right on past us, man. No, we ain't got no rain, no high winds. I thought it was going to get bad. I honestly did. I thought it was going to get bad today, man. The grocery stores, they done ran out of everything. Ain't nothing in the grocery stores. People done boarded up their house. Cause what it was, I think, a lot of people thinking back to Hurricane Harvey. And a lot of us wasn't ready for Hurricane Harvey. We thought it wasn't going to be bad. And Hurricane Harvey came through like a mad rush. And it did a lot of damage. So a lot of people, I guess, they just want to be prepared. I know down in Galveston is only about an hour and 15 minutes from us south, hour and a half. And they did a mandatory evacuation. They did a mandatory evacuation of Galveston. So a lot of people got scared when they started doing a mandatory evacuation. They were like, not another Hurricane Harvey. And y'all see this hurricane is strengthening closer and closer it get it. It's what is a category 4? They said almost a category 5 now. I've been watching the Weather Channel. They said category 5, so it's gonna do some damage. But me looking at the Weather Channel, I think it's gonna bypass Houston. So I'm definitely blessed about that because I know how Hurricane Harvey was, and it left a bang on Houston. But I did go gas up my boat. I filled my boat up just in case it did. I wouldn't go out there and do some rescues, man. I did that last time. When Hurricane Harvey came through, I went out there and did some rescues, man. It was kind of cool, man, to see people, man. Glad to see you pulling up on them. So pulling up at the house, they stuck in the house. It's real, man. It's real. I tell anybody, man, don't take tornadoes, hurricanes, don't take that stuff lightly. Because I've seen what Hurricane Harvey did. I was like right in the midst of it. And it's sad when you see people pull up out of nowhere and they like, hey man, can you go to this address? This is my mother or my dad, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law. They can't get around. They stuck in the house. We can't get there because the water's high. Can you please go save them? Like, and then you already got a whole list of names. You got to go to those house. Like, it's crazy, man. So I really hope everybody that was in harm's way definitely got out of harm's way before it get bad. Cause they said them storm surges supposed to be pretty ugly. William said, I think about starting to tie my own jigs. What's your best advice to start a setup, please? I'm gonna tell you what I did. I went to Bass Pro and bought me a vise. So definitely not Dilson, but I bought me a little cheap vise. You can go on eBay or Amazon, buy you a little cheap $20 vise, and get yourself started. Get you some jig heads. Get you some jig heads. If you want to paint your jig head, get you some powder paint. eBay is the way to go. I'm gonna tell y'all, to be honest with y'all. Mostly everything I use come from eBay. When it comes to jigs, tying jigs, I get my Chanel from Nimrod's Tackle, which is on eBay. So I get that from eBay. I don't order my jig. I used to order my jig heads from eBay, but I found a guy that got better prices on jig heads. So I get my jig heads from a guy I think in Illinois. And my bucktails, you can get these off eBay. These bucktails. But I literally got a Bass Pro like 2 miles down the road from me. So I just go to Bass Pro and grab some bucktails. But Chanel, go to eBay. You can get your bucktails off eBay. You can get whatever kind of flash you want. So this is like my old school flash right here. You can get that off eBay. Or you can do like the tails, like my twin tail flash. You can get that off. I get that off of eBay. But eBay is gonna be the cheapest way to go. Get your setup. And once you get your setup, I'm telling you, there's gonna be some trial and error. My first 70 and 80 jigs was horrible. I fished with them, I caught fish with them, but looking at how I tie jigs now compared to how I tie jigs then, I'm like, wow, came a long way. But it's basically just trial and error, man. And watching videos of people tying jigs. I watched a lot of SK videos. There was another guy, I can't remember his name, but I watched a lot of his videos of how they tied jigs. And I bought everything I needed. And like I say, I always learn from others, and I like to put my own twist to it. So I watch a lot of their videos, watch a lot of hand tie videos on YouTube. Then I put my own twist to it on how I want my jigs to look. But yeah, eBay is the way to go. Big C said 10-4 God is definitely good, brother. Mike Brown said they're talking 20-foot surge in Lake Charles. Yeah, man, Lake Charles, they said it's supposed to get pretty bad early in the morning at in Galveston too. They said them storm surge supposed to get bad down there also. Camo Joe said, what is the jug? I think he meant jig. Brown thought, we appreciate you for your service for the people of America. Terry Johnson, I appreciate it, brother. I sure appreciate it, man, for sure. Claude Johnson said, your boy SK was just catching fish in shallow water, bank fishing in paradise. I'm telling you, man, that's where they at. Like I said, maybe it's the thermocline or the barometric pressure. It's some kind of science to this. The crappie are not just sitting in shallow water like this in the summertime for no reason. It's definitely some kind of science to it. Terry Boss said that's what love's Ken is showing that love. Oh, for sure, man, for sure. Yeah, I use Camo Joe. See, Camo Joe, he tie his jigs. Y'all see? He said he used eBay too, y'all. I'm telling you, eBay is the cheapest way to go, and you get more bang for your buck on eBay. A lot of people be like, oh, I don't want to tell nobody my secret. Like, nah, man, I tell everybody everything. JT's Outdoors said eBay is the devil. Yeah, trust me, I've definitely done got burnt on eBay. I have gotten burnt on eBay. Don't get me wrong. eBay have screwed me a couple times. But I've learned to not order very expensive stuff on eBay. I order stuff like fishing stuff, cheap stuff like Chanel, which is like $2 a pack or $2.50 a pack. A bucktail like $60. I mean $6 for something like this. But nah, I've ordered a transmission from about 15 years ago. I ordered a transmission off eBay, and that was the last time I would ever order something expensive off eBay again. It was like a loss of $4,000. I took an L for about $4,000. So I definitely learned my lesson. Quentin Jackson, what's going on, brother? He said, is it cheaper to tie your own? It definitely is. I would say yes, it is, but you're gonna spend some money when you start out time. You definitely gonna spend some money. So I mean, if you got about $300, if you want to start time jigs, I'll just say have you about $300 to spare. That's gonna be a good price to start at to get everything you're gonna need. I'll probably say $300 because I think that's how much I spent, like $300 when I first started to get everything I need. Then once you start learning how to tie your jigs and get comfortable with it, then you start spending more money on your vise. Like I said, I probably had about 5 or 6 vices that was under $20, $30, and then eventually I end up, buying me a vice about $80, and it works perfectly. It's crazy angler, LBG crappie. What happened with crazy angler? Bluegill. William C said jug equal jig. Have y'all been fishing, man? Have y'all been fishing lately? Where are y'all catching y'all crappie at right now in the summertime? Like I said, the shallow water is popping right now. If you haven't tried shallow water, I'll say this. If you're on your favorite lake or you're on a lake and you're not having good luck on the lake and you're fishing deep, try going to some of these shallow areas. And I'm going to tell y'all this, another thing. So that area I was fishing, that shallow water, when I got up to when I passed by the stumps, I stopped fishing the stumps. I went to that point. It's no structure on that point. It's just a rocky bottom. No structure. It's a rocky bottom. That's it. Those fish were just suspended from 2 to 4 feet down in 6 feet of water with no structure. That was crazy. That would have been a perfect area to spider rig, but it would have been ugly. If I would have tried to spider rig that, I would have been going crazy because I would have been. But that would have been a perfect area to spider rig. No structure, nothing to get hung up on. Drop your jig about 4 or 5 feet and just troll through it real slow. Claude Johnson and old bank fisherman is to drink your water from the tap. Oh man, we say I know. I just messing with you. It's way cheaper. Okay. He said cheaper than that. So y'all check out Crazy Angler. Somebody check that out too. So LBG saying Crazy Angler is a good place to come and get some of your jig tying stuff too. I'm definitely gonna look that up. Crazy Angler says it's cheaper to get your jig tying stuff off of Crazy Angler. I'm going tomorrow with the catfish. Quentin Jackson said he even gonna catch some of them old catfish. That's what I'm talking about. Sean Dickinson said, where did you get your advice? I got my advice from Amazon. Amazon or either eBay. I think it was Amazon. Like $80 on Amazon. The Spider Vice. I think that's the name of it, Spider Vice. But I love this vice. I ain't lying. I gotta have that rotator. I gotta have that rotary. If I gotta have a rotary vice because once I get through tying, I want to just turn it up, boom, boom, put some glue on it. You got your 2 screws. I used to have the kind that had the little snap. You snap it to lock it in. But I think I like the screws better. But you gotta be careful with them screws. Them screws will strip out. They would definitely strip out. I'm telling y'all, that thing, that is. Y'all see the metallic? Ooh, y'all, I forgot to tell y'all. Show y'all this. Check this out. So I've been waiting. I guess they knew that I've been waiting for this one color. Y'all know my favorite color is the gray jig. I got me some metallic silver paint in. Metallic silver paint. Y'all want to see it? Check this out. Check this out. I'm so excited. I painted probably about 30 of these. Ooh, look at that metallic silver. Man, y'all know I love that gray. And I got the metallic silver. Y'all knew I tied something too. Y'all know I tied something. Y'all want to see? Let me see. I might show y'all one of them ones I tied. I had to tie some of that gray. Y'all know that gray my favorite color. And I tied me some of those. I probably tied about 10 of them so far. I'll let y'all see one of my metallic grays. With the metallic. Ooh, look. Got that little silver flash in it. Look at that thing, y'all. Ooh. Ooh. That thing is deadly. And you tell me Crappie don't want to hit that. Man, I almost beat that thing just then. Just looking at it on the camera, I almost beat it. Oh yeah, it's about to go down. He said, Crazy Angler, is it a web store with better prices? Is a web store with better prices. Okay, so Crazy Angler is a web store with better prices. Definitely would track that out. He said, yeah, that's why I get my Chanel. See, boom. Bluegill just put me up on game. LBG just put me up on game. He said, crazy angler got even better prices. Rich Ryan said, that lake used to stay hot year round when the plant was running. Yeah, I heard the same. Yeah, I know you fished it for a long time, Rich Ryan. Yeah, when they had the power plant going, yeah, they had that warm water year round. Cause it when the water taste change, it's your time. It's true. Oh man, Elton Hitchin, what's going on, bro? Man, doing what I do best, brother. I know that's right. I know that's right. He said, love those gray jigs, especially with that head on there. Oh yeah. Yeah, that metallic gray, man. That metallic gray. When I've been waiting for that color for about 3 or 4 weeks. I ordered it on eBay like 3 or 4 weeks ago on eBay. And all my other colors came in. That was the only color that ain't came in. They knew I was waiting for that one color. But it finally came in yesterday. I was so excited when it came in yesterday. I couldn't wait to start painting me some. I'm gonna show y'all my table is full. I ain't gonna let y'all see my table. I got so much fishing stuff trying to tie some stuff. But check that out. Got some silvers, got some gold, metallic red, metallic blue. I got some just regular pink and short heads right there. Yeah, so definitely going down. It's definitely going down. Christian Camo Joe said, me too, get that big slab number 4363. See, y'all speaking in code over there. I'm headed to go check it out now. Y'all gonna have me go check it out once I get off live. I'm headed to go check out this crazy angle. Yeah, y'all got me wondering, like, hold on now. Water. That tap water. Man, y'all. Yeah, man. Oh, bluegill. I went to the lake the other couple weeks ago, man. We ain't catch that many. You know what, like I'm talking about the mud hole. I marked a lot of new structure on that muddy lake though. A whole lot of new structure I did mark out there. But we went way up in the bayou, way to the top of the bayou, and found a couple big white crappie up there under a bridge. Ted Boss said, Kenny, you the truth, fam. Fitz and Camel Joe said, it's close to what you showed us, Skinny Kenny. Okay. Gotta run, Skinny Kenny, stay safe. All right, Mike Bryant, you be easy, brother. You take it easy out there. Yeah, so, but hopefully, I don't know. I kind of want to go to Somerville because we put those brush piles out last week, so they done had a week to soak. But that's what my thing was. So going to Somerville and going to my favorite lake is like going to the same area, but then one of them you go this way, one of them you go that way. So when I was driving Saturday morning, I was undecided on where I was going. I'm like, am I going here or am I going there? And the closer I got to that split, I went on and took the split and went out to my favorite lake. And I was glad I did. Have y'all ever had that when y'all got a couple lakes in the same direction and you wait till the last second while you driving and make your mind up to see which lake are you going to? I really didn't know which lake. I was like, I got to go to one of these lakes, but I don't know which one. I said, I'm just going to drive, and whichever way the Jeep go, that's the way I'm going. And the Jeep went that way, so I ended up going to. William C. said, the power is out. Got to fire up the generator. Have a great night. William C., brother, you be easy out there, man. Be safe. Take it easy, brother. I hope everything is great for you, man. Make sure you be safe, though. Be safe out there, man. For sure, man. Have a good one. Leslie Thomas said, what glue do you use? Cement or crazy glue or super glue? Cement. I threw the bottle away because I be putting it in these little bottles right here. Whatever I use, I just use the regular cement head, and it comes in a little square glass bottle at Bass Pro for like $7. I use that, but sometimes I use the hardest nail. I put this in one of these little bottles. I post some of this hardest nail, and it's cheaper than everything. Hardest nail extreme wear, clear fingernail polish. I use that too. So I use both of them for the glue for the on the knot. When it said you did me some with the rubber legs They the truth. Thanks again, gray with black and gray legs. Mitchell Bester, you are more than welcome, man. I actually love tying my rubber legs, but I be running out of rubber legs so much because they're way easier to tie than the bucktails because you don't gotta add the flash, none of that. I really like tying rubber legs more than anything. I'm gonna show y'all this one of mine. I done finally got this my 1/16 collection. I got my 1/16 collection. Y'all see how many grays I got there? This is one of my 1/16 collections right there. I'm working on this one. This is another 1/16 collection. I'm still working on that one. So I'm trying to fill that thing up. Both of them 1/16. These are my 1/8. My 1/8 got some of them rubber tails in it like you were talking about. So that's my 1/8 collection. See them rubber tails. Ooh, look at them. Look at them rubber tails shaking. Ooh. Ooh. Yay. But yeah, that's my 1/8 collection right there, y'all. I'm just acting crazy. But yeah, I definitely love tying rubber tails more than I love tying bucktails just because the rubber tails are easier to tie. Elder Hitcher said, what did it take to find where those crappie were hanging out at your favorite lake? So I actually, like I said, I went to some of my main areas I go to. They were not there, or maybe just because I was fishing 10 to 12 feet. Then I went to some brush piles I put out, caught a couple there, but it was real slow. So I said, well, let me go and try over here. There's another, I got like 10 different areas I fish out there. So I went to this other area that was about 8 feet of water, but there was some standing structure. There was 2 stumps there, and I know I'm good to catch 4 or 5 good crappie on them stumps. And I caught them there. I stopped. Actually, let me tell you, when I pulled up to the stump, I dropped down to 8 feet. I was jigging, had a jig rod in both hands. I pulled up, it was like 8 feet. I dropped down to 8 feet, jig. Like, man, I'm looking at them on the 2D and down imaging, but they ain't biting. So I pulled up where I seen the images on the 2D. I pulled up to about 5 feet, and right when I pulled that jig up, bloop, I said, oh. So I put the other jig, dropped it at 5 feet, bloop, 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 and I caught about 7 or 8 like that. And that's when I put the minnow on. I put the minnow on then at about 4 or 5 feet down. They started hitting it back to back, caught about 40. So then my boy Ralph pulled up. I said, well, you fish these stumps. This is where I've been catching them at. I'm going to go on down about another 40 yards. It's a point right here that gets shallow with a rock bottom. I want to see what's down here in these shallows. And that's why I got that the picture on the thumbnail of the video. That's where I got that picture from. When I pulled up there, got the 6 feet of water, I said, whoa. I know it ain't no brush piles out here. I done fished this lake too much. It ain't no brush piles here in 6 feet of water. That's a lot of something. If it's some white bass, crappie, bass, catfish, shad, it's something. I'm gonna drop a jig off in it. And right when I dropped the jig about 4 feet down in that 6 feet of water, I caught like a 14, 15-inch big black crappie. I said, ooh, these crappie. So I looked down there at my boy Ralph like, Ralph, they here. They here. Come on down here. And me and Ralph sat there for the rest of the day, man, and had a blast. Had a blast. I know I caught over 100 crappie Saturday. Had a blast. A blast. So, I mean, it was basically like a process of elimination I did. I started at some deep areas, went to some medium 10 feet areas, then I went to some shallow areas, and they were in the shallows. So it's basically like a process of elimination. You say where I caught mine, huh? Yeah, I know where you were. You know, I be knowing how that water is out there. I know where you at. I seen that big slab you caught too. That big old slab. Mm-hmm. Oh, I seen you, LBG. Claude Jones said he want to book a trip. Hey man, just send me an email. We can make it happen, Cam. Donnell said Wi-Fi in the hotel sucks. Yeah, where you at tonight, Donnell? What part of the United States are you at? Claude Jones, just hit me up in the email, brother. We can make it happen, Cam. For sure. Leslie said, thanks for the information, Camo Joe. Torek and Anna Henry. Yes, sir. Just joined the party. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hope y'all having a blessed day today. Les Thompson says, thanks for the info. Oh, bro, it's all good. He said, bloop. Yeah. I'm telling you, that's how it was. Bloop. I said, oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, but G says community hole now. Oh, you still in New Mexico, Donnell? Well, Donnell, you know the favorite lake on fire. So you might need to come on and put them Thump City rods to work now. You done got them brand new Thump City rods. You ain't had a chance to put them to work. I could go by your crib, grab them Thump City rods, and I'll break them in for you. I break them in for you. I just leave the Thumb City rides by the mailbox, and I go pick them up, and I break them in for you. Then by the time you come back, they already broke in. So you'll be home on the 16th. That'll work. So what the okay, 16th of September. Okay. That'll work. That will work. Yeah, man. So I'm definitely excited. Richard Ryan said, I'll help you. Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. Danielle said, gone on. Hey, I'm telling you, man, I'll break them Thumb Cities in for you, man. I ain't gonna give them back. I'm not gonna give them back. I'm actually, I got all my stuff ready for Saturday. I got everything. So this is what happens when I would get my stuff set up like I wanted to, what colors I want set up. The Crappie went the opposite. So I got my 7'6" Thumb City ride set at about 5 feet depth with a bobber on it. Because I'm gonna have minnows on it. I got the color. I got a all gray jig on, and I got that black and pink jig y'all seen. I got them two on my jigging rods. So dang, I ain't nothing why. The minnow might be right, but I'm gonna have to switch color jigs. If y'all look for bobbers, I'm telling y'all, these are the best bobbers in the world. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Still, I'm being honest with y'all. I probably got about 30 of these in my backpack. Cause I love the spring bobber. When you're using that spring and you wrap it around, you gotta wrap it around 2 times. But if you're using braid line, kind of pull down this, if you want to change your depth, pull down on your spring and slide it up. Because if you keep your spring tight and you put it on that braid is going to cut through that plastic and it's going to break the tip off. Then the bobber ain't going to be no more good. So make sure if you're using braid, when you double wrap on this spring, on this plastic, that you kind of pull down on the spring if you want to change the depth to slide it up and down that line. Because eventually it's going to cut through that plastic and going to break it off. But these are the best bobbers in the world. I've been using these bobbers since 2014. I can remember exactly what year, because that's the year I started fishing Somerville on the Spillway. These were the first bobbers I was using. These are the truth. So these balsa wood. It's balsa wood, and I'm telling y'all, these are the best bobbers. I use these bobbers springtime, summertime, wintertime. If I'm using a bobber, it will be a Theo. Every time I go to the academy, I'm grabbing about 20 of them. And that bait box, that Magellan bait box, for $40, you ain't gonna beat it. Well, I did a test. I bought 4 dozen minnows Friday night. Friday night, I bought 4 dozen minnows. Let them sit in the crib. When I got there, out of 4 dozen minnows that sat in the cooler all night, it was only 3 of them dead. That cooler. And then once I got to the lake, then none of them died. Like 4 dozen. And then, like I said, my boy down there brought 6 more. My boy Ralph brought 6 more dozen. So we had 10 dozen minnows Saturday, and we didn't have no minnows when we left. It was an awesome day. But yeah, that bait cooler is made by Magellan. They're about $40. 19 quart. It's a 19 quart. It's white. It's a Magellan bait cooler, and it works perfect. Are you going to have the camera roller? Oh yeah, I'm gonna have that camera Saturday. I'm gonna have that camera Saturday for sure. Donnell said it took me 3 weeks to get them. Rodney Hathaway, what's up, Bronze Star Vid? I watch your videos and catching those slabs all the time. Very informative and helpful catching those slabs. Yes, sir. Rodney Hathaway, I appreciate it, brother. Like I say, I don't like to keep secrets. Like the only secrets I keep is if I put out brush piles somewhere. If I put some brush piles out somewhere, I'm not gonna tell nobody. But like, all my favorite lake. Like some people know what my favorite lake is, but if you don't know my favorite lake, I'm not gonna tell you what my favorite lake is. But like information, man, on time jigs, on crappie. If I know it, y'all know it. And if you find out what my favorite lake is, and we on the lake together, I'm gonna tell you where to go to catch the crappie if I done found them. So I mean, I'm gonna give you the color G. I done put on a couple people that was on my favorite lake. They were like, "Hey, Skinny Ken," I'm like, "Hey, what's going on?" They were like, "I'm like, how many you got?" They were like, "Hey, check." He go, "Y'all take these jigs. Y'all try this jig right here." I'm known to give people some jigs that been working. I do that all the time. If you know me, you speak to me on the lake, and you looking for the right color jig, I'm definitely gonna give you. If I'm catching them, I'm gonna give you the same color. I'm like, "Here you go. Get you a couple of these. You might want to go down there and get at this depth, and they bite." Yeah, I love to give people information because I got so much love for crappie fishing, man. That I don't feel like everybody that loves crappie fishing. I'm gonna give you all the information I know except for my brush piles and my favorite lake. Everything else I'm gonna give you though. I'm gonna try to. Just not my brush piles and not my favorite lake. But if you so happen to find my favorite lake, then you good to go. If you find my favorite lake, all you gotta do look at my videos. You know the lake is super. The lake ain't. So if you find my favorite lake and you watch my video, you know where I fish it. You might not know exactly the coordinates of what I'm fishing on, but you know the area where I'm fishing at for sure. Claude Jones said, on my trip, just let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Like I said, just shoot me an email. We'll make it happen, Cal. We'll make it happen. Oh yeah, make sure too. If you're in Texas, you know the end of August is the fishing license expired at the end of August. So make sure you go get your fishing license renewed. I got to go get me another guide license at the end of the month because my guide license expired at the end of August too. It's like $130. That ain't too bad though. But I make sure I get it right at August 30th, so I have a full physical year to use it. But they are already giving out new licenses for the full physical year. I was at Academy about 3 weeks ago, and some dude bought a license. It was like right at the beginning of August, and he bought a license like the first or the second. He bought a fishing license. He looked like this fishing license expired at the end of the month. The woman was like, yeah, because at the end of August, what we do our physical year for a fishing license. He was like, what? I want my money back. She was like, oh, I already printed it out. You can't get your money back. You can come back in a couple of weeks though and get you a new one. Yeah, so y'all make sure you get your renew your if you're in Texas, renew your fishing license at the end of the month, or you can renew it now. For sure. But yeah, so I'm honestly, I can't get over this lake. I've been thinking about this lake 24/9 ever since Saturday. I called my boy Lamar up on the way to the crib, like, man, I'm finna send you some pictures. I sent him some pictures of my front fish finder, my hummingbird front fish finder. He was like, man, don't tell me that. I said, yeah, bro. It's like that. He was like, how many you catch? I said, I got my limit, but I caught about 100. He like, really? I was like, yeah, bro. And I got some slabs in here, bro. Somebody out there, some new people out there was out there. They posted one dude called like a 2.2. He posted it on the website, but he put the name of the lake, and I had to tell him like, hey, please don't put the name of the lake. I know you ain't new to this lake because I ain't never seen you out here, and I know you're excited about this 2-pound crappie. Please don't tag the name of the lake. Don't do that. That's a quiet kept secret. Don't tag the name of the lake. We don't have a lot of traffic out there. Shh. You know the lake I fish? Shh. Just be quiet. You ain't gotta tell the world. We glad that you caught this big crappie, but don't tell the world. I mean, you can post the crappie, just don't post the name of the lake. I know y'all like that. Some of them lakes y'all go to too. Some quiet kept secret lakes. Richard Ryan said you can get year to date. Okay. Camera rolling on my trip. Oh, Cloud Jones, the camera gonna be rolling, brother. The camera definitely gonna be rolling. The camera gonna be rolling. Whenever you on that boat, it's rolling. It's definitely rolling. Googans, #1 pound rookie. Googan. Oh yeah, man. So I mean, I don't know. But look, when he posted it, I sent him a message like, hey man, that's a quiet kept secret. He was like, yeah, man, I fished this lake. I'm like, nah, I know you new to this lake because I ain't never seen you out here. But you know, you can make yourself feel good and say, yeah, this and that. But just keep it on the low, man. Post your pictures, all of that, post your weight. Just don't post the name of the lake. Don't do that. Don't do it. Yeah, but you know, I'm gonna tell you though, the word definitely been getting out because when I first started fishing that lake, it wasn't Lamar. I tell you, me, Lamar, and Donnell started fishing that lake a few years ago, and it was no crappie fishermen. It was rarely crappie fishermen on that lake. I'm talking about it wasn't a lot of crappie fishermen on that lake. It wasn't. To now, when I got there about 7:15, the main parking lot was packed. I'm like, whoa. Summertime, you know, in the summertime, you know them wannabe crappie fishermen. I ain't finna fish in the summertime anyway. They are not finna fish the summertime. But it was packed, and there was a lot of crappie fishermen out there Saturday. So I know the word is getting out. I know the word is getting out about my favorite lake. People learning the favorite lake, and there's gonna be a lot more traffic on it. But just keep quiet. Yeah, he was telling everybody, yeah, down there, he was telling everybody the name of the lake. I'm like, dude, be quiet. When you find something new, you ain't gotta tell everybody. Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Curtis Brown, what's going on, brother? Quentin Jackson said, what is my favorite colors? My number one favorite color is, I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna do my top, because last year I did it for 2019. I did my top 5 colors. I'm gonna do this will probably be my next video I might do. My top 5 colors for 2020. And y'all know what number one gonna be. It's gonna be that gray. But I'm gonna tell you what showed out this year though. Honestly, what showed out this year for me, that caught me a lot of crappie in January, February, March, and April. Caught me a lot of crappie. Was that black and pink. Black and pink. And that was one color I really never used. I started using that color on my favorite lake, and I wore the crappie out this winter and spring. Black and pink. Black and pink, it made me a believer. I started tying black and pink all the time. So I would say black and pink is my number 2 color. Then the blue and gray or blue and silver. Them like my top 3. Then I gotta have some brown and gold. So I do like a brown and gold mix. That'll be like my number 4 color. My number 5 color probably gray and short or silver and short. So that'll be like my top 5 colors. But I'm gonna do a video on that. That's a good video. Your lake is just a little too far for that drive. So for me, so I'm in Katy. So it's an hour and a half to that lake. It's an hour and a half to Somerville. And it's like an hour to Lake Houston. And it's like an hour and a half to Conroe. So everything is the same distance for me almost. So if I go to Conroe, my favorite lake, or Somerville, they all an hour and a half. Or if I go to Lake Houston, it's like an hour, 15 minutes. So like all of them the same distance for me. So that's why I don't mind going, because all of them about the same distance. Oh, he definitely told some people though. They start following your boat, John Boyd. I believe so, brother. I believe so, man. I'm telling, man, if y'all look at some of my older videos of last year, y'all will see what lake I was on. I was on that lake. And that lake used to be a great crappie fishery. Man, last summer or 2 summers ago, we was out there, man, and I literally laid the rod down. I was laying the rod down. And in the video, you can hear those crappie wasn't used to being caught. They didn't have no pressure on. They were hitting the jig so hard, you would hear the rod bounce against the aluminum on the boat. It'd be like, boom, boom. And I look down like, ooh. And snatch it like the crappie was hitting that hard. It ain't that easy no more. Like, you got to find them now. But at first, wherever you found structure, you found a lot of crappie on that lake. But that lake got some pressure on it this year. A lot more people started fishing, especially in springtime. I've never seen that many people on that lake in the spring. It was so many people. It was one boat that had like 4 guys on it, man. I know they probably had 100 crappie on that boat. Like, they really fished it out this spring, man. Like, they were, and you don't see them no more. And like, I kind of feel some type of way about them spring crappie fishermen that come out there and beat up on the lake, then don't see them no more. Like, stick with it, man. Stick with it. Because I love to stick with it. You know, I'm a year-round crappie fisherman, and that's it. But yeah, that lake got beat up this past spring. Got beat up bad. And I'm gonna say this too. Y'all know I like to keep it real. So I ain't throwing no shots at nobody. I'm not throwing no shots at nobody. I ain't putting no names. I ain't saying no names. I ain't throwing no shots. But I'm gonna keep it real. Y'all, people, please get you a trolling motor on your boat. Like I said, I got the cheapest trolling motor you probably can get with a foot pedal. $400. I got a Minn Kota Edge trolling motor. And you see I still catch crappie. Please get y'all a trolling motor and stop throwing these ankles everywhere. Man, I done seen so many people throw ankles and pull up brush piles and tear up brush piles. Stop throwing ankles and get you a little $300 or $400 trolling motor. Stop. Please. Stop throwing ankles. Ankles went back in the Christopher Columbus days. Ain't nobody throwing ankles no more, y'all. Get you a cheap $300-$400 trolling motor. That's all I got, a $400 trolling motor. Cheap. The cheapest Minn Kota trolling motor you can find with a foot pedal. $400 at a cabin. Around tearing up brush piles. Because that's the worst thing, man. I've seen some guys, this past spring, I say that because they're having this spring. Donnell would attest to it. Donnell, Lamar, Z, Ralph. Like, so we put some brush piles in a certain area that we know is on fire in the springtime on my favorite lake. It was so many people that came up in this little small area throwing ankles, man. By the time the spring was over with, those brush piles were gone. They just tore them up with those anchors. I'm like, just get you a trolling motor. Put them ankles up. Ain't nobody using ankles no more unless your boat broke down or something. Stop throwing ankles down and fishing because you're messing up the structure down there. Stop, please, please. Try Fayetteville. I'm definitely going to try Fayetteville. Gain over pain. Herb got us up, homeboy. You right over there? Yeah. Bro, I'm good, man. What it looking like an humble out there, bro? Gain over pain. That's one of my homeboys. We was in the army together. He actually went to we went to Iraq my first time. Both our first tours in Iraq together. He stayed out here in he stayed right out there by Lake Houston. Is everything good? When we good over here in Katy, man. How's it looking in Humble? Klaus, I'm going down a 2.5 flute with a big masonry jump of that tap water. I'm gonna egg back. Claude with his tap water, man. I'm gonna watch out for you with this tap water, man. Leslie says, see, I'm in Humble. It 2.5 to Somerville, 1.5 to Conroe, and your lake is like 2.5 hours to 3. For me, so Lake Houston is just 5 minutes away. That's true, so you don't have to worry about me hitting your lake. Man, look, if you find a lake, man, have fun. You know where it's at, so I'm telling you, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. It's a great fishery. If you find me, it's going to be a great fishery. John boys sometimes separate the men from the boys. I agree 1,000,000,000%. Summertime will separate the men from the boys. John Boy, you took the words out of my mouth. Bud Crisco said, what's happening, Kenny? Glad I caught the live. What's going on, Bud? Yeah, you was asking me when I was going live. I'm glad you caught it too. Bub said, I'm gone, Skinny. Y'all have a good night. Bub, you have a blessed one, brother. You have a blessed night. Donnell said, LOL, throwing ankles in them boats from the movie Jaws. I'm telling you, man, y'all, buy your little cheap trolling motor. I use my anchor at night only, but we don't have brush piles. But I know, Camo Joe, I know in Cali, y'all, they won't let y'all put out nothing, cut down, nothing. You can't do nothing in Cali to crappie fish. Man, I'll be so sick, but I know y'all got some big crappie out there. I do know that. I know California got some good crappie out there. I know that for sure. Ron G said, I'm in Florida, and I'm about 45 minutes from Lake Okeechobee and complain about the drive. Guess I should be thankful. Yeah, man. I drive 45 minutes. I ain't going to be fishing on nobody lake. I ain't going to be fishing on nobody lake if I drive 45 minutes. Like I got about an hour to hour and 15 to Lake Houston. I don't fish that a lot because it's always muddy. So my favorite lake, an hour and a half. Somerville, my second favorite lake, that's an hour and a half. Then I go to Conroe, that's an hour and a half. Lake Texana, I'm gonna go down there soon too. Lake Texana is a great crappie fishery. I ain't figured that lake out yet. I only been there once. Lake Texana is down going towards Victoria, Texas. That's an hour and a half for me too. So like everywhere basically is an hour and a half to go. You're definitely gonna drive. If you stay in Katy, you're gonna drive to go fishing. But I'm so used to that driving, that's like the norm. So I don't really bother me that much. Cause I'm just used to driving an hour and a half. And I leave the house like at 4 o'clock. So I leave about 4, no later than 4:15. I leave the house. So I got to go to my storage, go and get my boat. My boat is only about 5 miles from me. So by the time I go hook my boat up and take off, it's about 4:45. So I drive to the lake. I get there about 6:30, 6:35. Between 6:30 and 6:45, I'll get to my boat. You did good on Limestone. Limestone is another lake too, y'all. Another lake that I've heard none but good things about. So I got a couple lakes that I have on my radar. I got Limestone, still haven't went to Palestine, Limestone, Lake Livingston. Those are three on my list right now that I need to go to. Like I said, Texana too. Texana is a quiet kept secret. Donnell said, I'm out. All right, Donnell, man, you be safe on that road, brother. Holler at me when you touch back down in the H-Town. Yeah, so I mean, Yeah, I got about 3 lakes that's on my radar. I got about 3 lakes that's on my radar that I'm definitely looking forward to going to. But right now, I gotta go back to my favorite lake. After what I seen Saturday, I just gotta go and see is it still like that, which I'm almost 100% know it ain't. You need to put Aquila on your list. That's where Mia and hooks in and sleep at the rear and make that show. Really, I've never even heard of Aquila. We need to go to Houston County. It's a great crappie lake. See, y'all telling me lakes I don't know none about. See, that's what one thing I say about Texas. Texas got so many quiet, kept secret lakes that you don't hear people talk about, and the people that know about it don't talk about it. That like it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Texas got a lot of quiet kept. I thought my lake was a quiet kept secret, but it ain't no more. Old boy done told everybody where to go to, so it ain't no it ain't no quiet kept secret no more. Oh, it's up in Crockett. I drove over the lake. I know exactly where you talking there in Crockett. That's a nice looking lake too. It got a lot of vegetation and stuff. I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, okay, okay. See, that's what I'm saying, man. I don't mind driving. I do not mind driving. I drive, like I said, an hour and a half anyway to go fishing. So I don't mind driving to go fishing, especially not to catch no crappie. I'm not. I'm still watching this weather channel. They said it is breaking news. Unsurvivable storm surge likely. Man, I hope the people that stayed, I hope they be safe. I hope they make it out of it because they saying these storm surge probably be ugly down to Lake Charles, Beaumont, right down that Texas Louisiana border. Probably ugly. Jason Rivera said, "Drive over to me." Where you at, Jason Rivera? Rivera? Where you at, brother? Yeah, I don't mind driving. Now, 3 hours. 3 hours probably gonna be my max on driving though. Be honest with y'all. If I gotta go crappie fishing, 3 hours is probably gonna be my max one way. I'll drive 3 hours one way to go to a lake to go fish. I probably ain't gonna drive too much further than that one way. Where are you? Oh, I'm in Houston. Well, outside of Houston. Where you at, brother? Yeah, so I don't know. Hope boat up just in case people do need rescuing. I'm definitely gonna head out there and try to help people out. If I can, he said, "Can I ride with you, bro?" Where you at, Elton Hitchen? What side of town you on? He said, "Can I ride?" What side of town you on, brother? Jason want to ride. Everybody want to ride. Oh man. Everybody say, "Man, look, if you gonna drive like that, man, I don't mind. I don't have a choice. I don't. If I want to go crappie fishing, I really don't have a choice. He said, I'm 45 minutes max for me." But I don't do got lakes all around. See, yeah, see, you got the lakes all around you, man. I don't. I gotta drive. I gotta drive. He said, "Hell yeah, brother, drown me in the lake." What you talking about, Jason Rivera? Yeah, man. So I mean, it's hopefully this storm don't get bad though, y'all. Bud said, "Been thinking about making a trip to Texas this fall. Which month you recommend for aggressive crappie bait lake? You recommend a try?" I'm gonna tell you, Bud. If you're looking for an aggressive crappie bite, November. For me, I'm be just my opinion. November. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Mid-November. Mid-November is going down. Y'all get ready for them videos. Mid-November is going down. Y'all mark my words. Mid-November is going down. Aquila is the best crappie lake that I've fished. Haven't been on in about 5 years. Really? Well, I might look that up. He said, "Can you tie a mean fly?" Yeah, man, I just tied one. I'm gonna tie a couple more. He said, "It's still hot, Curtis. Awesome lake." Really? Elton Hitchens said, "Port of Texas." Okay, okay. Okay, okay. For sure. I don't know what's wrong with Jason Rivera. Well, you got a loose finger. What you talking about, man? That's weird. Um, so I just want to know what I'm getting into. Who is this Jason Rivera guy? Getting kind of weird, dog. Yeah, November is a great month, especially after Thanksgiving. Yes, sir. I tell anybody, man, Thanksgiving Let me see. Thanksgiving is the best. The week before, week after, man, I'm telling you, mid-November is, to me, mid-November is when the crappie go crazy. Mid-November, it goes down. Goes down. Trust me, y'all. So mid-November is the bite gets so aggressive. On my favorite lake, that's when I start fishing those stumps, man. Those big black crappie be laying on those stumps, and it goes down. Seriously. Oh, says so Aquila is just north of Waco. Okay. I'm gonna have to hit you up. Yeah, Curly Brown, let me know, brother. It's Dice on and popping in the Big Easy. Oh, you in the Big Easy, the NO. Already. How's the weather down in the NO? I don't think y'all got some of that. Hopefully y'all didn't get none of that storm that's coming through that Hurricane Laura. Ron G said, I'm out safe, bro. Hope that storm stays east of you. Yeah, man, I hope so too. You be easy, Ron G, brother. I don't know what was up there. I'm finna block this Jason Rivera guy. He talking real weird. How you block somebody? And I don't even block people. But I don't like that nonsense. I'll figure it out later on. Yeah, Camo Joe. I don't know what's up with that cat, man. I don't know. He got to play that. Game Level Pain says it's windy in Waco, Isle, Chicago. Richard Randall 11. Yeah, man. Little Chicago. Richard Ryan said had me weird. Yeah, man. Fall time is the best, man. Fall time is definitely the best. Hold on. Jason Boyd said fall time E block this cat. Y'all know how to block people on here? I don't know how to block people. Okay, thanks. Can I see if I can get down there in November? Any Texas like you recommend for a non-local guy? Man, look, Bud, if you coming down to Texas, man, trying to catch some crappie, I'll tell you some lakes. I'll put you on game on some lakes. Put you on some number one spots that you would definitely catch some good crappie for sure. I'm trying to see. I think I blocked him, man, because he got out of hand. I don't know what's up with this cat, for real. He got something else on his mind. He must don't know who he playing with. I don't even play games like that at all. I don't play no game. Play that mess. Appreciate it. We'll look you up coming from St. Louis. Okay, brother. Just let me know, bud. I got you. I definitely got you. Yeah, man. So I think November, that's what I've been waiting for. So with my lake, it's always been the fall time is when I start going. Like I go to other lakes, then in the fall, around November, when I start going to my lake. I fish from fall to about April. Fall, about November to April. End October to April. I know that. So what I wanted to do this year was fish it every season to try to figure out that lake as a whole. Like every season, I know where I need to go. So the summertime was the only time I didn't know. I know where they at in the spring. I know where they at in the winter. I know where they at in the fall. I just didn't know where they went in the summer. And I know it's not going to be consistently in shallows, but I was just glad I figured something out this summer on that lake to come out victorious against those crappie in the summertime. Because you know, the summertime will make you or break you if you're a crappie fisherman. It's going to make you or break you for sure. As Dyson said, can't wait to September. The race is on. Big one's coming. Yes, sir. Yeah, Camo Joe, I don't know what's up with that cat, man. He has something else on his mind, but he must don't know I ain't the one to play with. I'm gonna knock on his door. I'm gonna come knock on his door, tell him, hey, you playing with the wrong one. I don't know what he had going on with. So, JT said, I can't wait till you have to put the coveralls on. Man, you believe it or not, JT, that's one of my favorite times to go to. That's my favorite time. That December, January, early February, when it's super cold on that lake there, on my favorite lake, when it's super cold like that. Man, you pull up on them stumps, and I'm talking about, ooh, wee. Every winter I go there, almost every trip, I will have me at least one or two every trip. And I'm I can definitely say I would have a 7 fish limit at averaging about 11 or 12 pounds on a 7 fish limit out there. That wintertime on that lake, they're gonna be stuck on that structure, or they're gonna be in one area while I always fish in wintertime, and I fish right on the bottom. It's only about 9 feet of water. And I fish on the bottom and I just bounce my jig on the bottom. No structure. But they're every year they're right there. But that's how you know when you start figuring out a lake. You know what I'm saying? You like, okay, I know if I go over here at this time. And so that's how I am. I like to study the lake. And I want to see is it gonna be consistent. And I know consistently through the winters, I can go to those stumps and catch those crappie, or I can go to another side of the lake and get about 9, 10 feet of water and bounce my jig on the bottom, and they just laying there sitting, and it's some big. My boy Ralph, this was his first time going this year, and he went out there and he was like, man, whoa, let me use his word, that coup de grace. He said, man, this the coup de grace, bro. These some big crap. I still don't know what it means, but I think it means it's exciting. But there's some big crappie, man. It's some big crappie. The wintertime, I love it because I don't mind the winter. I'm not a winter guy, but I don't mind fishing in the wintertime because I can fish out there all day long. Put my coveralls on, put all my hunting gear on. I put my military and my hunting gear on out there, so I know I'll be warm. But that summertime is hot. I don't care if you come out there with some gym shorts on and a t-shirt, you still gonna be hot out there. So I love that wintertime crappie fish. Get the grease ready, the slab master jigging is in 6 feet or less. I'm telling you, I'm so excited. When I went to my favorite lake and I caught those crappie Saturday, it let me know like it's almost time. It's almost that time. Give me another 2 months. Give me another 2 months, and I promise y'all, every week is gonna be a video of some big crappie. And another thing was weird. Now let me know, because I love to get information from other people. Y'all let me know if this is true for y'all too. I see that a lot of black crappie you catch are on standing hard structure, like big stumps. Like a lot of big stumps or some big hard brush piles, thick brush piles, hardwood is why I catch a lot of black crappie at. But I catch a lot of my white crappie fishing like sandy bottoms or fishing like small brush piles, stuff like that. Is that true for y'all too? Because I know for some reason on that area that I fish, where it's a sandy bottom, a rocky bottom, I don't catch a lot of black crappie. I catch majority of white crappie. But if I go fish the stumps, it's gonna be like 80% black crappie and you get 20% white crappie on those stumps. I want to know if that's true for y'all too. Or what do y'all find y'all black or white? Or is y'all black and white crappie just mixed in together? Tim Williams, what's going on, fam? Angelo Law said, yeah, I don't know nothing better than a deep freezer full of deer and crappie. You can't beat that. Look, you got the best of both worlds. When you got some deer and some crappie in the freezer, oh man, you living the life. Bud said, do you use crappie nibble or spray all the time? Only. Bud, I'm glad you asked that. Now, y'all might think this is overkill, but anybody that fishing with me or any of my homeboys, they know. I'm going to tell you exactly what I do. I don't care if I'm even fishing with a minnow. If I'm fishing with a minnow, I'm going to always put a white crappie. I use white crappie nibbles. So I put a white crappie nibble on the minnow, on the hook with the minnow. If I'm fishing with a jig, I put a white crappie nibble on, and I use my Malcolm Slab Slobber, that Senate spray. It's called Malcolm Slab Slobber. So I use both. Sometimes, most of the time, at the same time. I don't really use the my Senate spray on the minnow. I just put the minnow and a crappie nibble on and just throw the minnow out there with a crappie nibble. But on my jigs, most of the time, I put a crappie nibble on and fish with the crappie nibble for a few minutes. If I don't get a bite, I spray that Malcolm Slab Slobber, the shad scent. I put that on there and I fish. I use both. I don't even wait for the bite to slow down. There's gonna be some on there at all times. And you believe this or not, most of the time when I go fishing, if I haven't had a bite in a while, if I'm just jigging, if I haven't had a bite in a while, I'll put my jig up and my crappie nibble is gone. I put a crappie nibble back on. And same thing with my minnow. I did it Saturday. I'm like, I know I'm supposed to got a bite now. The minnow's still alive. I pull the minnow up, put a crappie nibble at the end of the hook, threw the minnow back out here. Bloop. Y'all might not believe it, but try it. It works. It definitely works. Tim Wilson, thanks for the Magellan drop box. Bought one today. Yeah, man, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it, Tim. I promise you. I love, man. It definitely comes in handy. I'm fishing cypress stumps, nothing but black crappie, and every day is a fish fry. I'm so that must be true then. Like I say, that's what I fish. If I go to this one side of the lake where it's real, a lot of stumps, it's a stump field. All I catch is black crappie. I might catch one white crappie or two white crappie, but it's majority of black crappie when I'm in some hard structure where a lot of stumps and stuff at. But if I'm in some small brush piles or a sandy bottom, that's why I catch my white crappie at. That's weird. I guess it's just how it is. So my LSV wintertime, you catch 10 of them big black crappie, you smile. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The wintertime, them crappie get so thick in the wintertime. Man. And the fight. Oh my God. I love it. I love it. So I'm out. I'm tired. But call me when you can. I'm going to give you one of my secrets. Enjoy watching. All right, Richard Rondo, I'll definitely give you a call tomorrow, brother. Definitely will. Yeah, man. I'm just talking about it. I'm so excited. I cannot wait for this fall time crappie bite. Because I'm telling y'all, in this fall time, them crappie started to get big. In the winter time, it was so cold this past winter, they got a little wood dock out there. The wood dock was literally slapped full of ice. I was literally walking like a little tiptoeing, like a little baby, out to my boat to get on my boat because the dock was full of ice. I was just like, just let me get to the boat without slipping and falling. And when I got out to that boat, I went to those stumps and it was super cold out there. Man, I caught so many big, humongous black crappie, 2.5, 2.25. Like, that winter and that fall time to me is the favorite time, my favorite time to catch crappie. Because they feed. They feeding hard, getting ready for the spawn. Now, I would say about that summertime, what I like about the summertime is once you find them, you're going to find a whole lot of them clustered together, tight on structure. But Saturday, they weren't on structure, but they still was tight together. Definitely you're going to find them in the summertime. You're going to find them tight on something. They're going to be tight in the ball, chasing shad, tight above the thermocline, tight on structure. And in summertime, you're going to find a lot more to me because they're all going to be stuck to that structure or stuck to something. They're going to be up tight. But the fall time to me, that fall and winter time when they feed, they in a feeding frenzy. And of course, the springtime, you put that jig and that bob out and it's going down. It's hey Ken, where you get that cooler from, sir? Academy Sports. It's $40. A Magellan. It's a white cooler. That's the only color they make right now. It's a 19 quart Magellan bait cooler. 19 quart for $40. They got a bigger one for $50, but they only got two sizes. They got the 19 quart for 40, and they got the other one I think for 50. That's a little bit bigger. But like I said, I let them minnows sit overnight, and they was all alive except for 3. So I mean, it's a great cooler, great cooler. And y'all know me. Y'all know if y'all look at my old videos, I wasn't even using minnows. Like I'm strictly a jig guy. This summertime broke me down, and I ain't ashamed of it. I'm definitely not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed to say that this summer broke me down to buying minnows. Yes, it did, and you see the results. So I can either be prideful and don't use minnows and go home with 10 crappie, or I can go and get me about 4 or 5 dozen minnows and leave with a limit. So I would never talk bad about a minnow fisherman no more. My favorite saying is what? You got to get a crappie what they want. They want a minnow. If they want a minnow, I'm going to give it to them. I'm definitely still going to jig, but I will have a bob and a minnow out there too. And that's just what it is. Yeah. Well, y'all, it's getting late. It's 9:30 here, man. If y'all in that hurricane area, man, y'all stay safe, man. Man, stay safe. If you're already out, please get as far as you can away from that thing. It's a paradise here year round. I never stop catching those sac-a-lay. Oh, I know you in Louisiana. You said sac-a-lay. I know you in Louisiana. So y'all know you're having a blast. There's a lot of structure out there. But man, y'all have a blessed one, man. Hopefully, look, I'm gonna make y'all the same promise. I'm gonna make y'all the same promise that I did last week. He said, she said, LOL, I love fish women. Hey, I ain't mad at you, me too. Miss Christie, I love fish with minnows too. I sure do. Hey, I'm gonna make y'all this same promise though, y'all. Make y'all this same promise I did last week. If I don't have a video to shoot Saturday, next week I'll be doing a live giveaway on some jigs. Live giveaway next week if I don't have a video to show y'all that I caught some crappie Saturday. I don't know. So maybe I will, maybe I won't. But if I don't have a video, we're gonna be going live one day next week. And we're gonna do some live giveaways of some jigs. Hey man, y'all be easy, be safe, stay prayed up, man. It's your boy, Skinny Kenny the Bronze Star Vet, man. Y'all be easy. I'm out.